Hi everyone, I'm Geri Ford and welcome to my studio. I have been making dresses like crazy, so I've had a great time. I'm going to show you what I've done. These dresses are for the Project Dress a Girl 2024. I've got a couple videos out already that show how I've done some of these dresses, but I made a total of 15 dresses in the last 2 weeks, including drafting out the patterns and selecting and washing the fabric and all that. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Okay, I used 3 different patterns and I'll talk about them as I come along, and I'll tell you ways you can improve on working with these patterns. So the first one I did was from Twig and Tail, and it's a free download. You can go to her site and I'll put it in the description below. So this is so darling. It comes in a whole lot of sizes. I think this one comes from 0 to size 4, and you can get an expansion pack to make bigger sizes. I didn't get that yet because I was having too much fun. This one is 0 to 3 months. I didn't make this one reversible, so here's the little pocket. It's only got one little pocket, so I had a good time with that. And here's my liner inside here, this color. Okay, but you'll see some more of this. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, this one is 3 to 6 months, a little bit bigger with a little bit different fabric. And here's the pocket. So I like lace. I have a lot of lace. So I did that one, and I'll show you this one, what it looks like on the other side. And these are completely reversible. And I made one of almost every size. Just because I mostly wanted to see what they look like and what kind of problems that I had when I was sewing these. Actually, I really didn't have any problem sewing these. The biggest problem I had sewing these was when I went to make it reversible, and I do have a video on my site that shows you how I overcame that problem. And the biggest problem is where to put the ties. So anyway, here's what the other side looks like. And again, I used some lace here on the pocket. So I think these are so cute. Okay, this one is size 6 to 9 months. Here's what this one looks like. Here's this pocket. Okay, I did pretty much the same. And then I used this little buttercup fabric on the other side. This one is reversible. You'll see in a moment what the other side looks like, because I did all the pockets the same. Okay, here's another one with size 9 to 12 months, the same color, but I did the pocket a little differently. I had some really heavy rayon lace, so I just appliqued that on. Here's what it looks like with the rayon lace, the same pocket, and I used the same diagonal lace on the other side. Here's the same one. This is size 18 to 24 months. So that turned out cute. You did the back a little differently. And this one is size 3. So again, it's got same diagonal beading lace. So I had a lot of that and some yellow ribbon. And the other side has got the same rayon lace applique on it. So that's that size. Then it ran out of that fabric. And this one is a size 4, and this is using the same colors as the other one. So here, and I just put a big wide piece of lace on it. And the other side is just plain. However, I just put lace around the pocket. But this one is the largest size. I guess I did not get a chance to order the expansion pack. I'll do that for next year. Okay, then that was great. Like I said, there was very little problems with that pattern. I really liked it. Okay, the next pattern I used was Alyssa's pattern from Thoughtful Creativity, and this is this year's pattern. And I had a blast. This is the first dress I made. This one is, all of these are size 5 to 7. So here I put some lace on the pocket, and then I put some lace on the front with some yellow ribbon, and I really like the detail work on the other side, on the back. And the pockets are nice and big, and they're on the side here. So they are nice big pockets. These girls are gonna love them. Now, I used a real sheer, well, it was a lightweight fabric, and when I finished the dress, to my horror, you could see light through it. So that meant it would be rejected. So what I did was I simply sewed in a skirt lining, and I just used some plain white shirting fabric and just lined. So now it is no longer see-through. So I think that turned out cute. I love it. Every time I made a dress, it was my favorite dress. Then I made this next one. This one is, did I write down what size? These are all sizes 5 to 7. So this one I used burgundy red pockets, the same as the bias tape. And I added some lace and some buttons. And I put both edges of the pocket with lace. So a little bit of eyelet lace that I had. Okay, and this one is actually my favorite. This one also is sizes 5 to 7, but I use denim. I have a big, huge piece of denim that my friend Judy gave me that I made the same top, and I've got a whole lot of this. So next year, I'm going to be making a lot of dresses with denim skirts. And again, I just took some lace and some buttons and embellished the front. This one actually is my next to the favorite. Now, the problem that I had with this pattern really isn't a problem with the pattern. The problem was me. You print out all the pieces, but it doesn't have seam allowances. I would recommend before you cut this pattern out, like it'll say fold right here, and then it says add 3/8 of an inch. And we will not discuss how many OS moments I had because I'd cut it out right on the line. I would recommend not only adding the seam allowances, and it says 3/8 inch of seam, but if you want a bigger seam, just add whatever seam allowance you like. If you want a bigger hem than a 1/2 inch, add more than a 1/2 inch. Add however much you want or take away as much as you want. So this is the side piece where the pockets go, and you put it on the fold. This is also the piece for the pocket. So I'd recommend making 2 copies so that you can have one to take apart and cut out your pocket. Again, adding whatever seam allowances you like. The other thing I did was it has one piece for the front and the back. Okay, no, I couldn't do that. So I copied 2, made 2 copies, and one of them is the front and one is the back. And again, I'm going to do another whole set for next year that I've added a 1/2 inch seam allowance because I like, well, 3/8 is fine because 3/8, if you have a 1/4 inch foot, and most quilters do, that you have a 1/4 inch foot, well, the line on the outside of the 1/4 inch marking is 3/8 of an inch. So 3/8 would work fine if I just remember to cut it that way. Okay, now I added buttons, but they're non-functional buttons. They're just decorative, so that's okay. Okay, so finally, the last pattern I used, this is one of my favorite patterns. It was the easiest to use, and this is from the Scattered Thoughts of a Crafty Mom. And this is, I love this pattern. It turned out really cute. And the well, I'll show you here this is the biggest one. This is a size 12. This one will come all the way up to size 14. So it's good for the bigger girls. And they really do need more dresses for bigger girls. So next year I will be making some more 14s and 12s and a lot for the bigger girls. And this one, I used the belt from the Dress a Girl Around the World site that has the pocket that becomes belt loops. So I made a tie belt so that this would fit the older girls a little nicer and look a little prettier. So that's this one with the blue pockets and the blue sleeves. And this one is just, the sleeves are just by the pattern. I just did a casing and put elastic in the sleeves. You can do it without the casing, but to me they look like wings. I think the little girls look cuter with the with the casing on the sleeves. Okay, and then this is the same dress. This one's the size 8. And the size 10 I didn't get, just a little bit different colorway. Again, it's got the pocket. Then I did the size 4 a little differently. How I did not put the same pockets on there because these are smaller girls. They don't have to show off their waistline. So I did 2 pockets on here, and I just took some extra strip and just decorated it and put a little button in the middle of the pocket. Now what I did differently with this sleeve is that I made it so that it had a built-in ruffle, and I showed you on the video, on one of my videos, and I'll put the link in the description below on how to get this little flared sleeve. I thought that was really cute. Okay, and now for my favorite dress. I had so much fun doing this one. It's the same pattern. I'll show you this side first. This is the wrong side. It's little. It's 12 to 24 months. But I also added lace to the edge of the sleeve. I just simply made a case. I split the casing so that I could insert the lace. That's how I did that. I didn't do a video on it, but look at this. Did an embroidered pocket top and then put lace all the way around the bottom. And I do have a video if you happen to have an embroidery machine and software. I used the Embrilliant software to cut one of my designs because I got tons and tons of designs, and I wanted in half to make the pocket topper. So I do have a video on how to do that. So that concludes all 15 dresses. I had a blast. If you didn't have time this year to join in, there's always next year. If you have any questions, send me an email at waltzquilt@yahoo.com and I'll try to answer any of them for you. I'll also put a link into Mari's site. Mari from Mari Sews is spearheading the efforts for the Project Dress-A-Girl for this year, for 2024. So check into her site. She's got all the information about the project. Join us next year for Project Dress-A-Girl. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and hit the notification bell so you can get notifications of my future videos. Until next time, bye.